What did Colton Haynes' managing team force him to do when he first started out in Hollywood? What major incident on the Maze Runner set caused Dylan O'Brien to consider dropping acting for good? And what mental struggles does Tyler Posey deal with after creating an OnlyFans account with his ex, Bella Thorne? Hi, I'm Claire. And let's get started. Colton Haynes. Throughout its 6 seasons, the cast of Teen Wolf gave us thrills and chills and a whole lot of heartbreak, and those were only their characters. In reality, some of the actors endured their own share of drama behind the scenes. Even today, more than 3 years after the Beacon Hills crew have said their final goodbyes. In 2016, Colton Haynes, who had played Jackson, opened up about how the drama surrounding his sexuality had triggered his clinical anxiety and led to having himself admitted to rehab. The whole ordeal started earlier that year when a fan commented on his secret gay past. Colton, taking it lightly, seemingly came out in his response. Was it a secret? He said, "Let's all just enjoy life and have no regrets." The actor, who had been out to his family and friends since he was a teen, never publicly commented on his sexual orientation. And because of this, he faced backlash from fans accusing him of lying. According to Colton, he was stunned by all the attention, and quite frankly offended people by not believing him. As the matter continued to spiral, his anxiety worsened, and he ultimately checked himself into a facility to heal.
I struggled with anxiety. I had to go to an anxiety rehab after the show. I literally couldn't go to work because I would faint, or I would start sweating and shaking, and I became agoraphobic.
To Colton, publicly coming out was a big deal, and to have the entire world deny it was too much to handle. When asked about it, Colton said he wasn't ready to be back in the headlines. He went on to say people wanted him to be that typical GQ magazine image, and he felt like he had to act 24 hours a day. This was so mentally draining, Colton actually decided to walk away from not only Teen Wolf, but also CW's Arrow. And his brief hiatus from the spotlight clearly helped, as Colton is bouncing back and feels better than ever. He even started opening up about why it took him so long to come out in the first place.
I was literally told from the day that I moved to Los Angeles that I could not be gay because I wouldn't work.
He also said that his management team tried to set him up with girls, and even resorted to spreading rumors about him dating actresses like the Heelses' Lauren Conrad. The worst part is, the girls all knew this was going on. Since it was a mutually beneficial arrangement for their careers, no one really cared. Of course, these days, Colton proudly speaks up about his experiences as a rising actor in Hollywood, and he aims to help other young actors in the same situation to not suffer the way he did, for the sake of his career. By the sound of it, Colton and Jackson couldn't be more different. That just goes to show how good an actor Colton is. Did you have any idea that this was going on behind the scenes? Before we go on, don't forget to subscribe and press that bell so you don't miss any new uploads from The Catcher. Holland Roden. Life after Teen Wolf wasn't all that easy for the actress who played our favorite banshee, Lydia Martin. Just as Teen Wolf ended, a new redhead took to the screen in Riverdale, and Holland Roden faced constant comparison between her and Madeline Petch. But that's not nearly the biggest life drama Holland endured in recent years. In 2019, she spoke out following a harrowing travel experience. While attempting to attend a fan convention, the actress said she was detained in Brazil and ultimately mistreated while in custody. The reason for her detainment, according to reports in the news, Holland's visa was found to be invalid, but the actress has denied this on several occasions, insisting that she had been in the country twice that year using it. She did confirm, though, that she had been in custody for over 6 hours and was being treated quite aggressively. In a statement, a spokesperson sought help from the U.S. Embassy on Holland's behalf. While being detained, the only person Holland had as support was her agent, and the Brazilian officials actually tried to separate them. Following the statement, Holland's loyal fanbase came to her rescue by blowing up her story and highlighting her mistreatment in the public. Holland actually shared screenshots of the tweets on her Instagram, telling fans she was grateful to have her story told and for the support of the Teen Wolf family. In spite of the incident, Holland remained hopeful that she would make it to the event to see fans. Please urge your country to give reasonable treatment to people entering the country with valid identification, she said. If you know anyone, please help us out. The event ended up being canceled shortly thereafter, although the administrators never revealed whether this was related to Holland's experience. Holland did say that some fans recognized her at the airport and that she assumed they got the word out. In the end, One lone LATAM airline employee took the reins and helped Holland out. The actress said she was forever in debt to her and thanked her for making her final 3 hours of detainment bearable. Sounds like a horrible thing to go through, doesn't it? Hopefully, Holland took some tips from Lydia and refused to give in to the pressure. Arden Cho. Kira Yukimura might not have been on the show from the very beginning, but as she crept into Scott's heart, fans quickly warmed to her. Arden Cho, the actress behind the fiery kitsune, has always been very open on social media when speaking about serious happenings in the world. In 2015, during the show's 5th season, the actress clashed with one of her co-stars after she tweeted her response for those struck by a terrorist attack in Paris. Like many other celebrities, she tweeted her support on Friday, then continued her posting schedule as normal. After posting a fun picture of herself on the set of Teen Wolf later the same weekend, her co-star, Ian Bohen, aka Peter Hale, left a comment on her picture, lashing out at Arden for posting a smiling selfie in the face of such devastation. A fan managed to screenshot Ian's comment before it was later deleted. According to fans, Arden felt compelled to change her original caption, which didn't have anything to do with the attacks, to "Sending you love from the lacrosse field. Heartbreaks for Paris, Japan, and this world. But all we can do is pray." As soon as Ian posted this comment, fans began to tweet him in defense of Arden. They pressured him into apologizing to his co-star, saying his comments were totally uncalled for and that Arden can post what she wants. Ian, having already deleted his comment, later posted a tweet in which he asked people to stop hating on each other, but this only prompted more fans to demand an apology. While neither Ian nor Arden have since officially addressed the drama, hopefully the deleted comment signifies that the co-stars had made up behind the scenes. Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien first rose to fame as Teen Wolf's quirky Stiles Stilinski, and everyone thought he'd reach a new level of celebrity after starring in the action-packed The Maze Runner movies. Unfortunately, the franchise sputtered out, but not before Dylan had a fateful accident while filming the last movie. Despite the use of stunt doubles, action stars are still expected to do easier stunts on their own, and that's how Dylan ended up seriously injuring himself. His recovery was a long one, and questions arose across Hollywood on whether actors should really attempt doing stunts on their own. In the scene in question, a train and 2 trucks were involved, which was already complex coordination. Dylan was struck by one of the vehicles and reportedly run over. For someone a little older, this could have been fatal. Since Dylan was still in his 20s, he survived, but the injuries were severe. The Maze Runner director initially said Dylan wasn't critically hurt and would likely return to shooting the film within a short time. This didn't happen, and it ultimately involved 6 months of grueling recovery.
He is one tough cookie.
How scary was it, though?
Oh, he got his bell rung. I would imagine many who witnessed it thought that was it.
What made it worse, according to Dylan, was the psychological pressure to get back into finishing the film. While the production crew allowed him the time he needed to recover, it would be a year before The Death Cure finally finished filming. In the meantime, Dylan said he went through a lot of psychological hell getting himself back in shape. Before he finally finished his role in The Death Cure, Dylan acted in another action film called American Assassin. For this film, he had a stunt coordinator who made sure he stayed as safe as possible. The film also put Dylan back into a better state of mind about his physical abilities.
This was really my first, getting back on my feet kind of thing, and really helped a lot, actually. It sort of became, in a way, that kind of step I needed.
Dylan went on to say that he was very grateful to see that things could be done safely and in the right way, because he didn't want to let go of acting. At the time, he genuinely felt like he wanted to leave the spotlight forever. For him, his accident now serves as inspiration. Anytime one of his characters goes through a trauma like that, he's able to personally connect with them and portray them in a more realistic way. Even though Dylan said he considered leaving Hollywood for good, he ultimately decided that acting was his life, and he wouldn't be able to live without it. What do you think about Dylan's whole experience? He's a tough guy, right? Tyler Posey. We're at 3 years post-Teen Wolf, and the Scott McCall we knew and love is nowhere to be seen. These days, actor Tyler Posey has taken a new and more than slightly controversial career path. He made an account on OnlyFans. If you don't know, OnlyFans is a platform onto which creators can upload any content they want, from fitness classes to cooking tutorials. More recently, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the platform has become particularly popular with those wanting to show the world a little more of themselves, if you know what I mean. The whole controversy with Tyler actually started last August, when his ex-girlfriend and close friend, Bella Thorne, joined the platform. She made more than $1 million in less than a day, prompting other celebrities to join the platform as well. Tyler enlisted Bella's help in creating his account, and since then, she's been assisting him in posting on the platform.
What is your purpose in doing this?
Well, it's definitely both. You know, I love my fans. You know?
Despite doing quite well for himself, his account not only created waves in the media, but also within Tyler himself. According to Tyler, he's been struggling with his presence on the platform, calling the experience bizarre and mentally draining, and that he felt seriously objectified. "I'm trying my hardest to be as artistic as possible with content I put out," Tyler said, "but I don't want it to just be porn. You know, that's not what I do."
You know, I know the foundation of what OnlyFans was built on, but I don't want to take anything away from the people who are using that for their career, you know, and their livelihood.
He went on to say that he couldn't just pose naked and take himself seriously. He feels weird and stupid about it, and he's still struggling to find his footing in it. The reason he created his account was simply because he finds himself nude at home most of the time. He wanted to be more open-minded about social media, so he just started posting. But not everyone saw his presence on OnlyFans the same way. Most of the backlash came in aid of those who need to use the platform because they don't have any other source of income. With people like Bella and Tyler making accounts, they're taking away clients from exactly those people. With more and more celebrities joining, the algorithm gets messed up and naturally favors them. On top of that, celebrities like Bella allegedly charged up to $200 for a photo set, which didn't include what she promised, causing her subscribers to complain. Consequently, the platform implemented a $50 cap on posts, as well as earnings being paid out monthly now instead of weekly. This put an even bigger cap on other creators' incomes, and Twitter has since exploded with people standing up for OnlyFans creators. Tyler, in the meantime, continues to claim that he's not there to take anything away from anyone, and that he's simply using the platform as another creative outlet. What are your thoughts on Tyler's latest career move? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching!